Welcome to StarWatch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next.
The atmosphere inside the hall that night felt heavier than usual, as if something important was about to unfold beyond the boundaries of a simple award ceremony. Cameras were ready, flashes were waiting, and the entire industry seemed to hold its breath for a single announcement that could define the evening. When the name was finally revealed, the reaction across the room shifted instantly, turning anticipation into a wave of emotion that spread through every corner of the venue. But what truly captured global attention was not only the victory itself, but the unexpected reaction from someone sitting quietly among the guests. In that brief moment, where celebration and silence collided, a deeply human expression appeared on screen, creating a ripple effect far beyond the stage. Viewers around the world were drawn into a scene that felt unplanned, unfiltered, and strangely intimate, as if they had been allowed to witness something real behind the polished world of fame. What followed would quickly become one of the most discussed moments of the year, reshaping how audiences viewed not only success, but the emotional weight carried behind it. The night marked a major milestone for Wang Yibo, who was officially honored with one of the most prestigious acting recognitions in the Chinese film industry in 2025. His journey leading up to this moment had been widely followed, from his early career transitions to his increasingly challenging roles that demanded both discipline and emotional depth. Over the years, he had built a reputation for persistence, often taking on projects that required long filming schedules, intense preparation, and a willingness to step outside his comfort zone. This award, therefore, was widely seen as a reflection of years of steady dedication rather than a sudden breakthrough. When his name was announced, the applause that followed was overwhelming, rising like a continuous wave that filled the entire venue with admiration and respect. Yet, what transformed the moment into a global talking point was the reaction captured among the audience. Xiao Lucy, seated among fellow guests, appeared visibly moved as the announcement was made. Her expression changed in real time, shifting from quiet anticipation to an emotional response that she seemed unable to fully contain. She briefly covered her face, then looked back towards the stage, her eyes reflecting a mixture of joy and something more complex, as if witnessing not just a victory, but the result of a long and difficult journey. She applauded sincerely, yet the subtle emotion in her expression quickly became the focus of countless camera angles that replayed the moment across social media platforms within minutes. As clips spread online, audiences began to interpret the scene from multiple perspectives. Some viewers focused on the sincerity of the moment, describing it as a genuine reaction to witnessing hard work being rewarded at the highest level. Others began to speculate about the deeper meaning behind her emotional response, analyzing body language, timing, and even brief glances captured by fan recordings. The digital conversation grew rapidly, with hashtags related to both names trending across major platforms, turning a single reaction into a broader discussion about connection, admiration, and the unseen emotional bonds that often exist within the entertainment industry. Inside the ceremony, Wang Yibo stepped forward to receive his award with visible composure. His speech was measured, expressing gratitude to those who had supported him throughout his career journey, including colleagues, mentors, and audiences who had followed his growth over the years. Although he did not reference individuals directly in emotional detail, his words carried a sense of reflection that many interpreted as deeply personal. At one point, his gaze shifted towards the audience, briefly pausing in a direction where several cameras later suggested Zhao Lusi had been seated. Whether coincidental or meaningful, that small moment became one of the most replayed fragments of the night. Following the ceremony, discussions intensified online as viewers dissected every available clip. Some focused on the authenticity of Xiao Lucy's reaction, describing it as one of the most natural emotional responses seen at an awards event in recent memory. Others highlighted the way she composed herself shortly after, transitioning from visible emotion back to a calm expression while continuing to applaud. These subtle changes, captured in high-definition recordings, became the foundation for widespread interpretation, with audiences constructing narratives that extended beyond the footage itself. At the same time, attention also turned to Wang Yibo's career trajectory. Many reflected on the challenges he had faced over recent years, including demanding filming schedules and the pressures of maintaining public expectations while evolving as an actor. Industry observers noted that his recent performances had shown a noticeable depth and maturity, suggesting a gradual transformation in his artistic direction. This award, therefore, was seen not only as recognition of a single role, but as acknowledgement of a long-term artistic evolution that had required patience and resilience. Zhao Lucy's emotional reaction in this context was interpreted by some fans as a reflection of shared understanding within the industry, where colleagues often witness each other's struggles behind the scenes. Whether viewed as admiration, empathy, or simple human connection, the moment resonated strongly with audiences who appreciated the authenticity of visible emotion in an environment often associated with formality and restraint. The contrast between the glamour of the stage and the quiet vulnerability of that reaction created a powerful narrative tension that continued to fuel discussion long after the ceremony ended. As the story spread, entertainment media revisited the moment from different angles, replaying footage and analyzing its impact on public perception. Some commentators emphasized how modern audiences are increasingly drawn to emotional authenticity rather than scripted appearances, while others noted how digital platforms amplify even the smallest gestures into global conversations within minutes. The scene became an example of how quickly a single expression can evolve into a widely discussed cultural moment in the age of social media. In the days that followed, the discussion did not fade. Instead, it continued to evolve as new interpretations emerged from fan communities and entertainment analysts alike. Some viewed it as a celebration of artistic achievement witnessed by peers who understand the cost of success. Others saw it as a reminder of how deeply interconnected personal and professional experiences can become in high-pressure creative industries. Regardless of interpretation, the emotional weight of that evening remained present in ongoing conversations. Wang Yibo's award ultimately came to symbolize more than individual recognition. It represented years of persistence, gradual growth, and artistic commitment that had finally reached a moment of formal acknowledgement. Meanwhile, Zhao Lucy's reaction became a parallel narrative, one that highlighted the emotional visibility of those who witnessed success from close proximity. Together, these moments formed a layered story that blended achievement with human response, creating a shared experience that resonated far beyond the stage itself. What made this event particularly memorable was not a single outcome, but the intersection of success and emotion occurring simultaneously in a way that felt unexpectedly genuine. It reminded audiences that behind every public achievement, there are unseen journeys, and behind every celebration, there are often silent witnesses who understand the depth of what has been endured. This combination of recognition and reaction is what allowed the moment to transcend typical award coverage and become a widely discussed cultural highlight of 2025. As conversations continue across platforms, the story remains a topic of interest not because of confirmation or conclusion, but because of the emotional openness it appeared to capture. In an industry often defined by structure and presentation, moments like these stand out precisely because they feel unscripted and human. They invite reflection, discussion, and interpretation, allowing audiences to engage not just with the event itself, but with the emotions it evokes. And so, the night of Wang Yibo's achievement and Xiao Lucy's emotional reaction continues to live on in public memory, not as a closed chapter, but as an ongoing narrative shaped by perspective, emotion, and the way audiences choose to see it. It serves as a reminder that in the world of entertainment, some of the most powerful stories are not only written in awards and titles, but in the quiet, fleeting expressions that accompany them. If you've enjoyed this story with StarWatch Now, thank you for spending your time with us today. We truly appreciate every moment you choose to stay connected with our channel and explore the stories we share from the world of entertainment. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing so you never miss our latest updates, emotional highlights, and behind-the-scenes narratives from the industry. Your support allows us to continue bringing you thoughtful, engaging content that goes beyond headlines and into the heart of each story. Stay with us for more upcoming episodes, and as always, we look forward to welcoming you back to StarWatch Now very soon.